So we launched our lifeboat so we wouldn't drown. Castaways, we are castaways. And we're back to the C major 7, as you may have noticed. We won't stay here for very long though, because the next part starts now. I guess you can call this the bridge or the second verse or whatever. It starts with the A minor 7. I'll play through a little bit of it so you'll know where we're heading. We went out to sea on a sailing ship. The rain began to rain and the wind began to whip. This part, I guess, becomes a little bit harder, sorry to say, but just stick to it. I think you'll get through it. I sort of did. I'll show you now from the end of the first verse and continue into the second part and end at the D7. So you can follow along if you already got the the gist. So castaways ahoy, we are castaways. We went out to sea on a sailing ship. Alright. So as you heard, we played through the C major 7 one time before heading on to the A7. We are castaways. So we're heading into the bridge now, and it's a little bit trickier. And I'm no guitar teacher again, so I think it will just be confusing if I try to explain everything I do. So I'll try and play it a bit slower and maybe a couple more times to have you follow along. But generally, the groove, the rhythm, the picking patterns, they are similar to what we already played. So I think if you manage to play the first part quite all right, then I think you should be able to figure this one out as well. The major, I think, obstacles here are the new chords and the chord changes. But yeah, play it slowly enough and then you'll follow along. All right, so we're leaving from the C major 7 into the A minor 7, and that sounds like this. We were out to sea. So that's from the C major 7 at the end of the first verse, and then we're starting the bridge. We were out at sea. I think that's fairly simple. It's between the A7 and the D7. So slowly. We were out at sea. One more time. So the picking patterns here, similar to before. One more time. Yeah, so from the D7, we move on to a G. And this start off as a G as we played it before, but it actually turns into this G chord, which in all honesty, I don't know what it's called. This is a G7 and this is a normal G, but yeah, it's in between. Maybe I add 9, I'm not sure. I'll show it here, hopefully, if I find it. Okay, but it looks like this. So basically it's the first two as normal, and then you add the pinky or the index finger to the second fret on the high E string. But it starts off with these two, and it sounds like this. On a sailing ship. From the D7 to the G, you play it like this. So still, I'm playing with 3 fingers. Again, I think she might have played with 2 fingers. You do as you want. So I'm playing these 3 strings. So the B, the G, the D, the first time. And then when I come around, I add the high E string. So then I play those 3. So the E, the B, the G. So. I'm not sure how to better explain that to you, but I'll play it one more time. for you from the A7, D7 to the G. And as you hear there, she ends on two open on the last one there. And from here we go into a bar chord, and it's a fast one. It's quick. So, and honestly, it doesn't really matter if you hit that too much. The big thing that matters is the bass note, because the chords change a little bit here. So, and it's a G minor chord. So she doesn't play it all the way through. So you only need 3 strings here. It's the lower E string. It's the D string with the ring finger here on the it's the 5th fret. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. And then you have those two at the same time. So that's the G string. And here's where you need the bar code to work, you know, because you hold the index finger all through the whole fret there. So from the G, whatever chord. So that's all it is on the G minor chord. All right. All right, that's all it is. And as you can see, I also have a hard time swapping between them sometimes. So I'll take it even slower this time so you can follow along. All right, and from there, we move into a C7 chord. And I think this is the hardest swap between the G minor to the C7. I'll play through those 3 chords for you. Again, this part is quite hard, especially when you play it faster. But it doesn't really matter if you miss a note or 2, that's fine. Time, but probably way slower. All right. Okay, one more last time. Loop that if you need more times to practice it. But we'll head on. And here you have a F major 7 chord, I think. Looks like, sounds like this. So it's almost like a C, but you move these 2 fingers down. So from the C7 to the F major 7. But she also uses the C as the bass note here. So you might actually, as I usually do it, play it like this. Okay, so from the C7 to here. So you only move these 2 fingers, right? So from the G minor chord to the C7 to the F major 7 sounds like this. This is normally how I would play it, but she plays it the other way. So she plays it like this from the F major 7. Okay, you'll play it as you want. One more time. And sometimes I sort of by mistake add the open E at the bottom. That's actually what makes it the 7. So it doesn't really matter if you add that in. I think it sounds quite nice though. Should we play it one more time? And from here, we'll go to a Fis minor 7. No, a Fis minor. Sorry. So many chords. Okay, so it's similar, I guess, as before, but from the F major, from the Fis minor, we go to a, I think this is a B7. Yeah. And it sounds like this again. I played with the lyrics from the G minor 7. See if I can make that. It's it's a bit tricky, but just so you'll know where we're at in the song. Okay. The rain began to rain and the wind began to whip. We felt the ship tip. We were going down. Yeah. So, as you might have seen, that's a bit of a tricky part, probably the trickiest part in the whole song, especially when you try and coordinate it with the lyrics. But yeah, we made it through. And as you saw, we ended here on the E7. So from the F minor chord to the B7 to the E7. And the way she plays it is like this. So she alternates between the E and the A string. And as you can hear, she ends with a double on the E string. So from the F minor, so we made it this far, and the next chord is a A7, and the last one for this section is a D7. So it sounds like this. We felt the ship tip, we were going down, so we launched our lifeboat so we wouldn't drown. So that's quite nice. No picking here. It's just, well, one pick, I guess. The four fingers, and then again. So from the E7. We felt the ship tip, we were going down, so we launched our lifeboat so we wouldn't drown. Castaways, we are castaways. Ahoy there, ahoy, we are castaways. So we're back to sort of the beginning. Well, it's pretty similar to the beginning. What you might have seen there almost at the end is the A7. She plays it a little bit different. So again, you can play it the exact same way as learned in the beginning, but for, I guess, consistency, I will show you what I think she plays. So from the D7, we are back to the first chord, the C major 7. Castaways, we are So instead of playing the A7 like most other chords, like that, she goes straight into individual picking. Like that. So that's... And from the C major 7, it sounds like this. And to me, just playing it like that doesn't really sound right. It sounds like we're getting out of tempo. But when you match it together with the lyrics, it made more sense. So, ahoy there, ahoy, we are castaways. So, ahoy there, ahoy, we are castaways. Getting ahead of myself, but you've been here before, right? The D7 and the G. We've played it before. Yeah, so we're very close to the end here, which is nice. It's been a long video, but we still have a little bit left to go. So I'll take it again from the C major 7 and play it all the way through the end, all right? Ahoy there, ahoy, we are castaways on an island at sea, just you and me. Castaways ahoy, we are castaways. What? Okay, so that's it, right? Yeah. We'll just soldier through the last chords. All right. So where are we at? We've done the A7, and then we end up on the D7, and that's the same as we've played before. So from the A7. Ahoy there, ahoy, we are castaways. And the G here, she plays it like this. Similar to, I think, the first one. I don't remember. So from the D7. Again, a little bit slower. Last time. Okay. And then on an island at sea, just you and me. Okay. So that's looping again, the D7 and the G. And then it's just a single D7, and I'm not really sure if she plays it with all these strings or just, but it's quite short. It's like on an island at sea, just you and me, and that's the G chord. And again, I'm not really sure if she uses 3 fingers or just 2. Might just be 2 actually. Maybe that. Yeah, I think like that. So you and me, castaways ahoy, we are. So that's just the last 3 chords now, and you've played them plenty of times already, so you know them. It's a D7 to the G. That's it. Before, of course, she finish with a nice C major 7 again. That's it, and you can mute the strings, and then you go to the C major 7. So that sounds like Castaways ahoy, we are castaways. Alright. Castaways ahoy, we are castaways. So that took me way longer than I wanted to, but I think we went through all the parts, and hopefully I got it close to what she plays at least. So I thought I might try and run through it one more time. So if you want to follow along, I'll probably not play exactly her speed because I can't really play it that fast, to be honest. And there will be loads of mess ups here. But I will continue to practice as well. So I'll nail it down better. Okay. Castaways, we are castaways. Ahoy there, ahoy, we are castaways. We're stuck, we are, no house, no car. Castaways, ahoy, we are castaways. We were out at sea on a sailing ship. The rain began to rain, and the rain began to whip. We felt our ship tip, we were going down. So we launched our lifeboat so we wouldn't drown. Castaways, we are castaways. Ahoy there, ahoy, we are castaways. On an island at sea, just you and me. Castaways, ahoy, we are castaways. Alright, sorry about that. I played it nothing like I taught you. Plenty of errors there, but thank you so much for watching, and I hope you learned what you came here to learn. And feel free for all the parts where I wasn't really descriptive enough or I sped up too fast. All your questions, just leave them below in the comments. I will answer them. And if you did enjoy the video, I would really help if you hit the like button too. So again, thank you so much, and see you maybe next time. I don't know. Bye bye. And by the way, the G, as you might see, I don't really use the I don't really use the pinky here, because so I'll begin to play through. So I'll begin to I'll play through. First I'll play through this section. And you can follow along if you understand.